Welcome to Kaieteurcooks. Today I'm preparing to do some pepper pot. As you can see, I have the cow eel. It's in the bowl and it's in the sink. So I'm now washing the cow eel. You can see I have some water running on the cow eel, and I don't have much. You can see it don't have much to scrape off because the cow heel is already cleaned by the butcher. There is no hairs on the cow heel. You could see it's well clean, but I'm still scraping. There's a spot, so I'm just taking it off. And also I'm taking off anything that not look good, I'm taking it off. When I finish scrubbing the eel, the cow eel, I'm going to put it back, take it back out of the pot and put it back into the basin and give it another washing. I'm going to wash the cow eel a second time and then I'm going to split them. And you can see both basin cow eel very clean. I washed both cow eel twice. I'm now going to add 2.5 limes in both of them and also the vinegar. I'm going to leave it to soak for a few minutes. I'm adding the lime, squeezing it. When I finish, I'm going to leave it in there. Just rubbing it up. So I'm going to leave it for a while.
All the unwanted scrap and fat from the beef and the cow and the oxtail.
Oxtail.
This is the oxtail.
Well, welcome back. You could see I already finished washing the cow heel, so I'm now about to wash the beef. And you can see the size the beef is cut in, not too small, not too big. I'm washing the beef one by one. I'm now going to give the beef a second washing. I'm using my 2 hands to wash the beef. And the next washing. This is vinegar. I'm going to put some vinegar in it. And squeeze in the lemon. That's alright. Well, I'm now about to wash the oxtail. You can see I have the oxtail in the bowl. So I'm going to wash the oxtail one by one because they're already cleaned off. So I'm going to wash them one by one. Just rub my fingers into them. Because all the fat already cut off. And in the video you will see the fat stem that already cut off. Washing out the fat out of the basin, because the basin is very fatty. So just take the fat out with some hot water from the pan. I'm adding some vinegar into the oxtail. I have some cut lemon. I'm going to add in it. And I'm going to mix all up together, the lemon and the vinegar. And I'm going to leave it for 20 minutes. And then wash everything out. Wash the oxtail, the beef, and the cow heel, everything. This is the last wash. I give it in the cow heel because the cow heel now want to go into the pot. When the other water is going to boil, and then I'm going to throw away the water. See the second set of cow heel, I'm going to wash it off and add it to the pot. I'm now going to add some water into the pot.
As it starts boiling up and you see it start frothing, you know when it's time to take it off and throw that water away and wash off the cow foot and present it back into the pot to start your cooking.
As you see, the cowill is boiled and there's some froth on the top. I'm going to throw off the cowill into the basin so we could reboil it again. You could see I'm throwing off the froth. Oh Lord. So you could see I throw off the froth from the pot. So now I have some cold water I put into the bowl. You could see the cold water. So I'm going to add the cowill into the cold water. So I'm now washing the cowill again one by one, and I'm going to add it into the pot. So you see the cowill looking lovely. So I'm going to refill the pot with some cold water and put it on to boil. I'm going to add 5 chicken stock cubes into the pot. This is 1. This is 2. I have some lovely fresh thyme, well washed. I'm going to add a few into it, the pot. I'm going to add turmeric pepper into the pot. My blended seasoning. I'm going to add 1.
I'll put a little bit more.
1 pot spoon and just a little bit more into the pot. I'm going to add a clove into the pot. Well, I'm leaving the cow foot to boil for an hour until it gets soft. I'm now going to repeat the same process. I'm washing one by one, washing the oxtail one by one. Well, I'm now going to continue the same process with the beef. I'm going to wash it one by one, and I'm going to put it inside the oxtail. Put beef and oxtail together, because they both want to boil up together. Because I'm going to parboil the oxtail and the beef. As you can see, there is froth. I'm now going to throw the water so I could get to clean my meat.
Now we got the lamb neck in the pot. Now we're going to add the oxtail and the beef. Now we're going to cut up some spring onion. Then we're going to add some seasoning, what we already prepared. Enough to put enough to season the pot. Fresh thyme, enough to season the pot. Then we're going to add some black pepper. Then we're going to add some all-purpose seasoning. And because we add some lamb neck, we're going to add some lamb seasoning as well. Then we got 5 chicken stock cube. Later on you might have to put a little bit more when the thing boil up. You may have to add another few to taste. But this is just a starter. I'm going to add 2 Wiri pepper from Guyana. Then we're going to fill this up with Cassareep.
One cup.
Go wash it. And some clove. Make sure you cover everything with the water. And you bring it back to the cooker. And you cover the pot. And you leave it there to boil until it gets soft. And when it gets soft, you start tasting it as it goes along to make sure you got enough salt or stock cube. Well, when we come back to the next stage, you're going to see what it looks like. The beef and the lamb and the oxtail been boiling and it get tender. Now I'm going to place the cow foot into the pot. Because the cow foot are cooked, boiled and cooked with the Cassareep, the bone fell off, which is good for me because more bone, you got no space for your meat. So I was glad the bone came off, so I took them off and threw them away. So this is going to boil now for the next hour, right? And then you're going to come back and do the finishing touch, right? So within an hour, we'll be back. This pepper pot was boiling for the last hour with everything inside, and it come to the point now that it's finished. So this is what it looks like. All the nice jummy cow foot and whatever inside, meat mix up. So that's ready to take part. And look at the meat. See? Nice and soft. Everything nice and soft. That's why you got to boil them in different stage. And plenty of gravy to soak your flat bread. So that's finished there now, and that's gonna put away until Friday morning.